Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild world out there, folks. And here we stand, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. How are you doing on this amazing Friday morning? Why is it so amazing? Did you not hear? I said Friday morning. Yeah, we're bumping up until the we're pumping up to the weekend. Sorry, that was me, Natch, my bad. We're bumping up to the weekend, so welcome. Hello to Eric. Guys, if you want to join Eric and all the other people in the chat right now to participate in today's content, you can do that at twitch.tv/professional Bohemian. It's currently 8:30 in the morning Central European Time, Eastern Standard Time 2:30 a.m. And for our friend Eric in the chat, it's 2:30 p.m. in the Philippines. How are you doing out there, folks? Yeah, well, God, let me tell you something, guys. The ProBoh Show elves have been busy and hard at work, and we've got an amazing show lined up for you today. Today we ask 100 humans what people get addicted to, or what people become addicted to. Then in Complete the News, if we have time for both things, we look at a man who opened a store selling heroin and cocaine. And we also look at a mugger, someone who mugs someone. And then all that fun, my friends, all that fun is in the second half of the show. Second half. In the first half, we've got a delicious, unpopular opinion. Actually, unpopular, I think, today. Well, we'll see, but I'm getting those unpopular vibes. And yeah, I'm here, guys. You're here. Natch is here. Why don't we see what's going on in the world? By the way, guys, if you want to vote on our unpopular opinions, you can do that either live in the studio, be one of the decision makers like Mr. Cruthando, Born to Iron Man. Mr. Cruthando joining us from Bristol in the UK. Good morning, Mr. Cruthando. If you want to be like those awesome humans, you can do that on twitch.tv/professional Bohemian. If you want to vote in the preliminary votes, you do that on my Instagram at @professional Bohemian. Or if you simply search The ProBoh Show, ProBoh, on YouTube, did you know there's a resource of materials there? Natch, there is so many videos, man. In fact, a lot of the podcasts that I upload to YouTube get more views than the podcasts anywhere else. It's crazy. So anyway, thank you guys. I'm here, you're here. Let's see what's going on. How are you doing? Natch?
Well, very well, thank you.
What's the plan for the weekends? Kids' birthday parties.
No, I'm going to the Parque de Atracciones.
Oh, nice, dude. You know, I've never been to the Parque de Atracciones. Which is better? Is Warner Brothers Land better or Parque de Atracciones?
I think it's better the Parque de Atracciones.
Oh, God, I've got to go one day. Because I love roller coasters. I love that kind of vibe, you know, the Ferrier type vibe. Which, the Ferrier, the fair type vibe, I guess. For those of you international listeners, here in Madrid, we have the Parque de Atracciones, which is an amusement park, as we would call it. And we also have Parque Warner, no? Like a Warner Brothers Park. I don't know how you translate it into English, I'll be honest. And I'm a big fan of that one, because they have Batman, they have all the DC superheroes. They also have all the traditional Warner Brothers cartoons. Dude, my highlight, I kid you not, of going to Parque Warner was seeing Bugs Bunny's house. I know, I'm a big baby. What do you want? I'm a big baby. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. BTI, good morning, Rob and friends. Good afternoon, says Eric. Apologies for being absent yesterday. No worries, man. You have a better track record for turning up than my co-host, Andrea. That's not fair to say, is it, Natch? Natch is nodding. Okay, let's see. Mr. Cruthando, good morning from Bristol. Personal stuff matters to me, says Eric. If it matters to you, Eric, it matters to me. Jareom's here. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, says The Bridge. Rob, I did my assignment again for the 100 humans. I don't cheat, okay? I'm memorizing it last night. Great. I love that you're taking the show as homework. So what are my plans for the weekend? I really don't have any. There were rumors of a potential barbecue. I don't know if that's happening or not. To be honest, if it doesn't happen, I could use the break, man. I bought a video game, Natch. It was on the summer sale on Steam. I bought the game Valheim, where I get to be a Viking and smash Viking-type monsters. Oh, it's my kind of game, dude. So I'm hoping to peel away a little time this weekend to just go into my little man cave and play some video games. Is that bad? Should a 45-year-old man have higher goals? I just need to sleep, yo. Don't judge me. Feel your judgment from here. All right, should we take some... Oh, God, I got some... I've had messages, Natch, before we get into the news. I've already... Because 2 days in a row, we spoke about Twitter and Meta's threads and Elon Musk's. Because 2 days in a row I've done that. I'm getting messages. I got 2 yesterday. Rob, you talk too much about Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and the social media. So what am I going to do? I'm going to talk about Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and social media. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a free man. No, I do have a little bit of an update, and I promise you, after this week, we'll slow down the Musk Zuckerberg news. Okay? So after this week, so as of Monday, but I do want to update the story because it has progressed somewhat. You remember I said 5 million new sign-ups in the first 5 hours? Well, apparently that went up to 10 million in the first 7 hours. Unbelievable. A story here from TechCrunch. Meta's Threads app is a privacy nightmare. One of the messages that I got was with regards to Europe not being able to access the Meta platform. Why is that? Well, but apparently the EU has blocked it because it is a nightmare, a privacy nightmare for European citizens. Well, for world citizens, really, but Europe takes this very, very seriously. So people were saying, why are you talking about this if we can't use it? Well, let me tell you why you can't use it if you're here in Europe. Meta's upcoming application, Threads, which is aimed to compete with Twitter, is facing criticism for privacy concerns, especially in the European Union. The app may gather sensitive information like, strap yourself in, folks, especially if you're outside Europe and you've downloaded the Threads app. Here we go. It gathers sensitive data like health, financial records, location, browsing and search history, and more. And it does all that for advertising purposes, right? I don't know. Are you guys... Does this bother you? Would this bother you, Natch? Would this be a game breaker for you?
No, not really.
I mean, you're not going to download it anyway, probably, right? Is what I imagine. I mean, reading all this, I'm kind of sick of Zuckerberg's crap now. When did we as a species collectively decide, you know what? I don't care about my privacy anymore. I don't care. Okay, let me ask you another question, Natch. What's more important to you? Having your privacy infringed, but having more relevant advertisements delivered to you? Or would you rather have your privacy maintained intact and have nonsense advertising delivered to you?
The second option.
The second option, dude. You know what? Me too. And I was one of those people who said back in the early days of Meta's controversy, I was one of the people who said, look, I've got nothing to hide. I don't care. But now they're starting touch my eggs to directly translate from Spanish. They really are. So thank you, Europe, for taking care of us once again. Apparently, Threads has already had over 95 million posts. Unbelievable, guys. Jeez Louise. And another piece of interesting news, Elon Musk is suing, or Twitter is suing Meta. They've sent them a cease and desist letter. So yeah, the story is evolving. If I get any more messages complaining about this, I will not follow the story anymore. I promise. But this kind of thing, seeing billionaires butt heads like two macho cabras. I love it. I just find it fascinating. You know, it's just, I hope they beat the crap out of each other. I hope we all get to watch with popcorn. Natch, if this fight happens, I will pay for it and you're invited to my house and we watch it together. Let's see what people are saying. Good morning, Bradford man. Good morning, Min. How you doing, man? Good morning, beautiful warriors around the universe. Good morning, Vero. Vero would agree with you, Natch, number 2 as well. I would rather have my privacy and just get nonsense adverts. Because I think for the most part, most of us netizens, good vocabulary for my international listeners, a netizen is someone who considers themselves a citizen of the internet. Most of us netizens, I think we want to preserve our privacy now, and we've become ad blind. I don't pay attention to adverts. Do you pay attention to the ads, Natch?
Absolutely not.
In fact, if anything, if I see too many ads, it turns me off buying that product. If I'd have seen True Classic Teas adverts twice, I would still want to buy them. But now, for eggs, well, you know what I'm saying. Again, another direct translation from Spanish. My bad, guys. Now, I'm just not, I'm determined not to. I'll find a physical place where I can buy my t-shirts. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's continue. The only news isn't tech news, don't worry. Let's see, where do we go? Apparently, here we go, an interesting study that was made by the University of Pennsylvania. The Perelman School of Medicine, it's called, from the University of Pennsylvania, have discovered that one noche, of total sleep deprivation can lead to improved mood in some individuals, including some with depressive disorders. This finding is linked to increased connectivity between the amygdala and the anterior cingulate cortex of the brain. No idea where those two things are. You're not alone. But yeah, apparently one night of sleep deprivation is sure to have antidepressive effects. This is coming from medicalexpress.com. Dude, I completely do not relate to this. Do you feel, if you, I don't know, Natch, I don't know how we even phrase the question, it's so odd. Like, all I know is that when the heat starts in Spain, I don't sleep. And it just makes me angry, man. I'm already an angry little man. I don't need any help. Thank you, whoever it is up there, Mother Earth, Gaia, I don't know, who's making me sweat so much at night. Don't need any your help. Anyway, so these two brain regions that we mentioned before are associated with processing fear or threatening stimuli and managing emotional states. While sleep deprivation typically worsens mood, okay, all right, now we're on board again. Around 43% of depressed participants in this study experienced mood improvement. The researchers suggested that this phenomena could be related to abnormalities in REM sleep. Did you hear that, Spain? REM. The band that sang Losing My Religion is pronounced REM, not REM, guys. REM. REM. Voy a ver a REM. No, you won't. You'll go see REM. And you'll like it. All right, and what else do we have in the news? Do we have time for another news story, Natch? I think so, right? Okay, let's see. I've got actually quite a bit of good news here. Which one should we pick? I'll tell you what. The US, our friend, I've told some horrendous US stories, so time to pay back a little bit. Here we go. The US is destroying the last of its once vast chemical weapon arsenal. So at one point, the United States had a vast collection, an incalculable collection of chemical weapons, and the US is now at the point where it's destroying the last of it. Oh, isn't that a positive world story, Natch? Hoorah, good for you, USA. Rob approves, good for you. This news coming from yahoonews.com. I believe they sourced it from the New York Times, though. The US has nearly completed the destruction of its massive stockpile of chemical weapons, a process that has taken decades and cost approximately $42 billion. Stored for over 70 years, the arsenal included shells, artillery shells, filled with the deadly mustard agent. So good for you, United States, making us all feel a little safer out there. Next step, nuclear weapons, please. All around the world, shoot those things into space. We don't ever want to see them again. Thank you. Please and thank you. Future generations will thank you. Dude, imagine that globally, just no more nuclear weapons. I would get rid of all weapons. I mean, I know I'm European. It's easy for me to say that when I don't have a heritage of gun ownership like United States, like our friends in the States. But if it were up to me, I would shoot every single weapon into space. And if anyone has a problem with each other, you have to throw rocks. That's it. Maximum damage you can do. Throw a rock. You know? Let's see what people are saying. Wow, we've got Gandalf here. How are you doing, Gandalf? One of my patrons. One of the people responsible for this show. Thank you, my dude. And welcome. Same as mine, Rob. Same thing, says Eric. Gandalf, I heard that Elon, Zuckerberg, and Rob are going to have a threesome. Could happen. It could happen. They're both very attractive men. I'm into that cyborg being shot from an alien planet, landed on Earth as a child look that Mark Zuckerberg has. He looks more like a movie alien than movie aliens. It's crazy. Did you ever watch Star Trek Next Generation, Natch?
No.
Okay, there was a character in there called Data. Data is Mark Zuckerberg. You know, the rest of the characters would walk around explaining human emotions to him. I'm sure that's what happens in the Meta offices. No, Mark, we call this happiness. Does not compute. Hi, Rob and Natch. Hope you're well. We're doing really well. Better for seeing you, Gandalf. Min, if you don't sleep for 24 hours, your cognitive ability, this is from Min dropping some knowledge here, your cognitive abilities get reduced. If your brain is usually negative, that negates the negative effect. Genius researchers, shooting yourself in the head also reduces depression. Technically speaking, yes, it does. I didn't know this, Rob. This is a new one to me. Amazing. It's from Eric. Chris Valroll is here. Good morning, guys. Have you noticed that they always do things supposedly to protect us, privacy, health, without us having asked them to? I don't see that they protect you from anything. Option 2. You'd rather have crappy ads and more privacy. Yeah, me too. Although a couple of years ago I wouldn't have said that, but now I'm starting to get a little sick and tired. Post the 2016 American election, post Brexit, I'm getting a little sick and tired of Facebook and their ads and how they target. I think it's malicious, and the company should be stopped. There you go. Oh my God, guys, it's Friday. You know what that means when it comes to 10 to the hour. It's time to go to an unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Oh, friends. Okay, can I tell you guys in the chat right now, you are killing it. Lo estás petando. You're doing such a great job. It's hard for me to keep up. Thank you for being so participative. And guys, if you out there want to be just as amazing as the guys in the chat, you can do that at twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Okay, here we go. Today's unpopular opinion, today's brain fart, pedocerebral, pedomental, today's rayada is... Oh, no, it's not that. It's Adblockers are unethical. So Chusky reached out to me yesterday, Trusky, and he didn't know what an ad blocker is. Okay, and I think maybe that might be the same for a lot of you out there. So, what is an ad blocker? You know what? I might even have the internet tell us. While I'm searching, an ad blocker is a piece of software that usually kind of downloads something to your internet navigator. What is an ad blocker? And it stops advertisements appearing on YouTube, on the websites you visit. So, they're usually browser extensions that work with Chrome, Safari, Firefox, whatever you use. And it blocks you from seeing those adverts wherever you navigate on the internet. You can get ad blockers for your mobile phone. You can get them for your computer browser. Okay, do you understand, guys? That's what an ad blocker is. Do you get it, Natch? Have I explained it well? Okay, thanks. All right, perfect. So, ad blockers are unethical. Now, we've already covered this a little bit surreptitiously in our news section, right? Talking about our privacy and talking about how ad blind we have become. So, are ad blockers unethical? I would argue that yes. First of all, let's see what people said on Instagram. Natch, what do you think? What do you think people said on Instagram?
False.
You think false?
Yes.
A lot or a little?
Like 65.
You know, way more. This surprised me a great deal. 83% said false. And I would love to change everyone's opinion, particularly today. Using adblock is unethical. All right. Let's see what the ProBoh Show elves said today. They said many websites and content creators rely on ad revenue to maintain their operations. By using ad blockers, users consume content without contributing to its creation, potentially causing financial harm. I think this is a really important point, so I'm going to repeat it one more time. Many websites, who cares about websites? And content creators, this is where we get into the real deal. And content creators rely on ad revenue to make their money. So if you use an ad blocker, you're just simply not contributing anything, not even 30 seconds of your time to help keep the media being made. Okay, let's continue. Ads provide a way for users to access content for free. If everyone used ad blockers, many websites might have to switch to subscription models, limiting free access to information. You know how annoying it is? I read a lot of Washington Post, I read a lot of the New York Times, and it's so annoying that the interesting posts are always behind a goddamn paywall. But that'll happen everywhere, friends. That'll happen everywhere if we keep or start using ad blockers. Let's see, let's continue. Ads provide a way for users to access content for free. If everyone used ad blockers, yeah, we've read that one. Ad blockers can create an unfair advantage for businesses that can afford to bypass them via paid whitelisting, leading to unequal playing field. Did you know about this, guys? Yeah. Your friendly neighborhood ad blocker does have a whitelist of certain things that it won't block. And apart from that, there are a lot of ad blockers that will actually sell your private information to the highest bidder. You don't see the ads, but they're measuring exactly what you look at. Anyway, let's continue. Advertisers use data from ad interactions to understand consumer preferences and improve their offerings. Ad blockers prevent this data collection. We don't care about that. Okay, disagreeing with this, saying no, they are not unethical. They are completely ethical. Let's continue. Ad blockers can prevent invasive tracking practices employed by some advertisers. Ads can be intrusive, slowing down a web page, loading times, and disrupting the user experience. Ad blockers can enhance browsing experience. Some ads can inadvertently host malicious software or link to phishing sites. Phishing spelled PH. You know, the guys that are collecting your data. Users should have the right to control their own browsing experience, including the choice to view or not view adverts. All right, those are my those are the thoughts from the elves today. Me either, says Eric. I'll explain why in the unpopular opinion. Unethical is a very heavy word to use here. No, but true. It's a perfect word to use. It is unethical. If you enjoy consuming content online and those creators that you enjoy, you are actively stopping them from earning, from being able to monetize your support, then it is unethical. Then you shouldn't consume that content in the first place. We're all sick of online ads, but understand that we need to live and eat. Hi, I voted false because the word unethical is not exactly what I would have said. If you don't pay for a service you consume, that is unethical. Would you have preferred the word robbery? Ooh, I'm on fire today, Nats. You hear me? You hear me? This is what happens when a man doesn't sleep enough. He gets grumpy. I would have said unfair or something like that. I mean, Using the whitelist is good for pages and creators you want to support. Says Min. Mr. Cruthando, yes, if you do not pay, it's the way some people get some money for their job. Nothing is free. Exactly, Mr. Cruthando. Doesn't something being unethical imply that I have ethics? Says Gandalf. It does. It does. Filipinos as well, so I said false for this. Min says, the issue that I have is that websites were slowly increasing ads everywhere despite people in the beginning not really using Adblock. It's unethical to essentially push your product in my face constantly. The Bridge. Rob, I'm surprised to hear that you state that shells have been eliminated. Surely they will be needing them when they get rid of toilet paper. Not that kind of shell. Okay, so there's the argument. Ad blocks are unethical. I can see that I'm going to go down in flames here. Oh, Natch. Breaks my heart, man. All right, guys, I'm going to post a poll in the chat. You're going to tell me, are they unethical? Are they not? Friends, a lot of things you could have been doing this morning. Instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me. It means the world. See you soon. Hey, guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professionalbohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professionalbohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professionalbohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. How are you doing? How are you doing, friends? It's Friday. Oh, the beginning of a Friday, it's a beautiful thing. If you're at work right now, 8 to 10 hours from now, you're going to be free to enjoy your weekend. Oh, imagine, guys, we'll go through the pain of our Friday workday together. All right, if you've just tuned in, it's currently 9 a.m. Central European Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3 p.m. for our friend in the Philippines, Mr. Eric. How are you doing out there? So if you just tuned in, we did a little update on the Twitter story, on the Instagram Threads story, the Twitter competitor. We found out that Twitter has sent a cease and desist letter. They've threatened to sue Meta's Threads for existing, I guess. That it's already become incredibly popular. And then we looked at some of the privacy concerns the EU has with the way and the type of data that Meta are collecting through the Threads app. And that is why you can't use it right now. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? I'm kind of glad they blocked it, but also a part of me would like to have the choice to be able to use it or not. You know? I think just a unilateral decision like that, it smells a little bit like authoritarianism to me. Although I recognize it is for my own benefit, because I am a curious guy and I would have downloaded it. But I'm already being tracked by Facebook. What do I care? Anyway, I'd be interested to know your thoughts on that. Let's see. We also found out that the US is destroying the last of its once vast chemical weapons arsenal. Thank you, United States, making the world feel a little safer, and we appreciate it. And then, what else did we talk about? Well, we spoke about sleep deprivation. Yeah, how apparently sleep deprivation is shown to have an antidepressant effect on some people. Guys, if you want some advice, don't try this at home. Don't go keeping yourself awake for 48 hours just to be happy. Sleep more, be happy anyway, you know. And then we went to today's unpopular opinion, which was Adblockers are unethical. Yeah, it was a tough sell for me. It was a tough sell for this one, because most people hate adverts more than they love the creators that make the content they love. Most people hate platforms like YouTube or the ads, the websites that show too many ads more than they love the content that they're consuming. So that's why it becomes such a hard sell, and that's why more creators should speak out on this subject. So yeah, what you need to recognize about a lot of ad blockers, I'm looking right now at an article I was sent. The ad blockers, the title, it's from Wired magazine. It's from 2016, from March 2016. Ad blockers are making money off of ads. Yeah, it's true. They do that, by the way. They have an internal whitelist. Companies send them, they pay them to be included onto the whitelist so your ads aren't blocked. Crazy. And tracking. And they track your movements on the internet and make money from that too. Nothing is free, my friends. Nothing is free. Let's go to the chat and see what people were saying. We've got some amazing comments in here. Let's see. Okay, Min is going to kick us off today. He says, I don't know. I think the argument you're essentially consuming something for free that should actually cost money can't be opposed. It's equal to pirating movies in that sense. Exactly. Okay, like most creators, like I have a Patreon. I upload information about the articles that I use and the videos from all the shows on there for people to consume. And people can support me as a creator on there. So I don't really make money so much from the ads. I do make a tiny amount because I'm an affiliate on Twitter. I make on Instagram. Oh, God. I'm an affiliate on Twitch. So I make a little bit of money from the ads there. I'm not affiliated on YouTube, so I make nothing there. But there are people that I watch that I admire. Chris Stuckerman, a movie critic, comes to mind. A bunch of new AI accounts that have cropped up on YouTube. And I'll watch the ads. I'll skip them as soon as I can, but I'll watch the ads and I'll deal with it because I want to support them. Now, if it becomes too much for me, I won't use an ad blocker. I will pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to see the ads. Because you've got to support the creators. Otherwise, people will just... It's fair to say that if you were really a creator, you would create anyway. But look, I mean, if this is your dream, if your dream is to be a creator and offer a service to the world, you obviously want to be able to live off that thing. Anyway, let's continue. Min says, companies can go away. I have to translate there a little bit. They gather my data and then use it to target me more effectively with ads that work better on me psychologically. But you know, your ad platform, your ad blocker is tracking your data. It's tracking your movements online. I mean, not all ad blockers do this, but some do. And I think for the good of the individual rights versus for the good of the bigger group, and the individual side tends to win for most people in these types of polls. Agreed. Eric said, if I heard this one back in college about ad blocking, majority said improves the device battery consumption like fuel consumption in a car. I'm not sure if this is true. Well, a lot of ads kind of do tend to be resource heavy for mobile phones, a lot of the animated ads on web pages. So it could be true, Eric. It could be true. It should help battery consumption, but I don't know how noticeable. Yeah, I don't think it'd be too noticeable, depending on the type of device you're using. Final thoughts. Either of these may be a myth, but I'm still saying false for this. Gandalf, don't remind me. It's 3 a.m. here. I can't sleep. I'm hurting from moving. Oh, we need to talk, Gandalf. I want to know how your move has gone. Gandalf just recently moved in his new house. All right. How do you personally feel about this, Natch? Do you think they're unethical, having heard the argument?
The thing is that I hate the ads. So.
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. Do you hate ads more than you like the creators? Go on, tell me. Sorry.
Yes. No, it's exactly that. I'm sorry for the creators, but I don't want to see ads.
And then YouTube. I mean, with the current kind of cost of living crisis, YouTube Plus, it's expensive, right? I mean, for me, I'm thinking about getting rid of Spotify. I want to eradicate Facebook from my life as much as possible. Thinking of getting rid of Spotify and paying for YouTube Premium. That way I don't see ads. I'm supporting creators. You know? I don't know. It's a tough one. You know, because I have very strong feelings about this. As you know, I do believe that we should be supporting independent creators. But I also hate ads, and I don't have an infinite amount of money to play with. You know? So what do you do? What do you do? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Min says, I think the whole ads system worked on TV, but for YouTube and Twitch, it might just need a different model. I agree. Because all the ads on YouTube and Twitch do is frustrate you. It's like, God, I'm trying to watch my content, and you're wasting my time with True Classic Teas. Or Manscaped. Do you get the Manscaped ads? The egg trimmer? Egg in the Spanish sense? No. Oh, God, I get inundated with those. Gaming ads as well, like, what is going on in this generation, says Eric. We already know what Patreon and sponsored videos are way better for content creators rather than actual ads. They are. But you need to be of a certain level to be able to have access to those kind of sponsorships and support. Like, I'm not at that level. So I appreciate every cent I can earn through my activities. All right, let's get to the poll. So 83% of people said false. No, Rob, you're wrong. They're not unethical. That was on Instagram. But having heard my argument, what are people saying? All right, Natch. So I made the statement, ad blocks are unethical. You guys said 50-50. Woo! I think we should make a rule. If something hits 50-50, we redo it in a couple of months. Maybe next time Natch and I are together, formulate a better argument, and I come and try and convince you. Overall, it's like 65.3% false. Yeah, no, come on, Eric. I mean, you guys have heard the arguments. On Instagram, it's just like your gut feeling at the time. But having someone lay it out, having someone say, okay, we'll use these as our final thoughts, right? Having someone who is a content creator themselves lay out the reasoning behind it. Look, I don't like ads, man. I don't like ads. I'm not a supporter of ads. I'm a supporter of creators. And I also don't have a lot of money. So the way I contribute is by not blocking the ads. By, if I go to a website, letting the ads be there. We're all ad blind at this point anyway. No one pays attention to them. Unless you're a creator of a specific size, you can't really access alternative means of funding yourself. So the ads actually do, believe it or not, help. So what's the solution? I think the solution is, when you've got a creator that you love, don't block the ads on their sites. Unless you want everything to go behind a paywall. You know, or support people on Patreon, like I have a Patreon. Patreon.com/professional bohemian, where you can get extra content that surrounds these shows. Do that. If you really support a creator. Like, I create 2.5 hours of content every single day. You know? It's more than Netflix, man. So yeah, if you've got a creator you love, don't block the ads. That's the minimum you can do. Or if you're feeling extra generous, go and support them by alternative methods. But minimum, don't block the ads. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Because, you know, I'm kind of with you too. I understand why people use them, because the ads are very pervasive. You know, and the more sophisticated tracking technology becomes, the more catered to our own needs, the more these ads make you feel, you know, a little bit spied upon. And no one likes that feeling. So I get it. But as an artist and as a creator, I can't help but think of these platforms that also sell you data and also show you ads as long as companies pay them are unethical. And they are. All right, friends. Well, that's all we're going to do for today's Unpopular Opinion. Thank you for participating in that one. Let's go to 100 humans. Woo! Eric's here. He says, yeah, Rob, that's true. It's true. I mean, once hearing the arguments, that's why you guys, the guys who watch live, you are the real ones. We count your vote. And it was 50-50. And, you know, if I'm honest with myself, I think that's fair. We'll come back to this topic in the future. I'll see if I can do a better job of persuading you. All right, so it was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys, and on that walk, I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them a question. Here we go. Today's question was, besides alcohol, drugs, or tobacco, I know that alcohol and tobacco are drugs, but you understand what I'm saying. So besides alcohol, drugs, and tobacco, what is something that people get addicted to? Or become addicted to? Besides alcohol, drugs, or tobacco, name something people become addicted to. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I have the top 7 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Woo! Here we go. What's Gandalf says, if ads had more nudity, I would watch them. Me too. Depends on the nudity, I guess. Other than vices, alcohol, drugs, and tobacco, what other things do people get addicted to? Thank you, Eric, for writing that down. All right. As always, we're going to go to the Natch to help kick us off. What do you think, Natch?
Bets, like apuestas.
Ooh, gambling.
Gambling,
great answer, gambling. But did the 100 humans agree? Sorry, I'm getting so many pop-ups on the screen right now. Gambling, is it there? Yes, it is. Well done, Natch. Chris Valroll said gambling. So did the Bridge. Well done. All right. Coco Lavanda says sugar. It's a great answer. I'm trying to control my... Well, people say, I think people have understood this as I've given up sugar. I haven't given up sugar. What I'm doing is I'm trying to accustom my palate to things that don't taste sweet. Okay? I've developed a sweet tooth. And what I'm trying to do is drink things and enjoy the bitter flavor. Because quite often we're our own worst enemy. The human brain is kind of plugged in to enjoy those sweet flavors. So I'm trying to train myself to enjoy unsweetened things. And occasionally I will have a sugar in the coffee once a day. Well, that's it. Because I also want to give up sweeteners and artificial sweeteners and things like that. So Coco says sugar. I can't give it to you, Coco. I can't give it to you. Oh! I think it's close to 2 answers that we've got there, but I can't give it to you. It's a great answer. Min says video games. Video games. Is video games there? No, it's not. What's wrong with these 100 humans today? It's not there. It's a great answer, though. Okay, let's see. Sport, says Urs. Sport. People become addicted to sport. It's not there. Do you get the feeling, Natch, that like everything in our life that is half good is just addictive? That's what I'm thinking looking at the chat right now. Vero says chocolate. Is chocolate there? Vero, yes it is. Well done. Chocolate. 7 of 100 humans said that's in 6th place. Well done. Let's see. Coke, says Coco Lavender. Coke. I said no drugs. Ah, you mean the soft drink, Coca-Cola. Okay. Is it there? No, it's not, but it's a great answer. Coco gets the award for the best answers that aren't there today. Also, video games is a great answer. From Min there before. Okay, adult entertainment, says Min. Do you get a feeling we're getting a glimpse inside people's minds today, Natch? We're starting to understand them more as people. Adult entertainment, great answer, so people tell me, I guess. But it's not there. It's not there. Okay. Love, says Eric. Love and relationships, he says. Love, something people get addicted to. Love. Eric, it's there. Well done. I initially thought this was a bit of a weird answer, but the more you think about it, the truer it becomes. And do you know what, Eric? With 24 of 100 humans, it's the number one answer. Well done. The last 2 weeks, Eric's won 3 of these. He's got the number one answer in 3 of them. Okay, congratulations, sir. You are in tune to the 100 humans. Okay, let's see. Series, says Mr. Cruzando. Series. Like TV series. I think Chris Valroll also says series. Is it there, though? TV. We could just say TV, right? It's there, well done. Man, you guys are on fire today. You've got 5 of the 7. You've just got the number 4 and number 7 to get. We've said gambling. Well done. That one was there. Video games was said too, Coco. Great answer as well. Not there. Sex, says Gandalf. Sex. It's not there. It's not there. Should be. Let's see. Caffeine. We had. Did we have caffeine as an answer? No. Oh well, it's there. Well done. Coffee. Well done. You're still missing 2. I don't know if these guys have said one that I've falsely identified. I don't know. Let's see. We've got sex, caffeine. I'm addicted to eating, says Eric. I'm addicted to eating. Is eating there? It's there. Well done, Eric. You just got 1 more to go, guys. And I don't think I need to give you a single clue. Gandalf also said adult entertainment. Not there. Sorry. Sugar and games should be easily the top 2, says Min. 100 liars. Rob, have you thought of trying to get your palate used to the absence of the taste of nicotine? Oh, Bridge, come on, give me a break, man. Poco a poco, as you say in Spain. Bit by bit. Being easygoing is not always an asset. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Ooh, I like that. Oh, dude. Symbol, would you send me that? Would you send me that unpopular opinion again? That's a good one for next week. Being easygoing is not always an asset. It's okay. I've taken a fall. Let's continue. Min's still complaining about the 100 humans. Eric says surfing the internet. Surfing the internet, social media. Is the internet addictive? Yes, it is. Well done. Guys, he completed today's 100 humans with no clues. Bravo. Chapo, friends. You're doing it. Poco a poco is my mantra, says the Bridge. Does one become easygoing or is it in your genes? That's another good one. Banzai, baby, says Eric. Good job, guys. Let's go through the list real quick. I asked people, besides alcohol, drugs, or tobacco, what is addictive? What do people become addicted to? In position number 7, we had the internet. The internet. 6 of 100 humans said that. In position number 6, we had chocolate. In position number 5, we had TV, the television. In position number 4, we had eating. In position number 3, we had coffee. In position number 2, well done to the Natch for this one, gambling. And finally, in position number 1, well done to Eric, it was love. Good job, friends. Good job. I think we've only got time for one of these, so let's go headfirst into today's Complete the News.
Complete the news.
Let's see. This crew is an addictive one. That's right. We've built a nice community here, Bridge. A nice community. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I don't say it often enough. Also, to you guys are downloading the podcast, so many of you now, it's a real honor. So thank you. But specifically, the people who join us live on Twitch, you guys are killing it. Although estás petando. How many did I get the number one answers to, Rob? I'll keep a record. 3 so far. You're killing it. It's unbelievable, Eric. 3 so far. All right, so complete the news. I'll give you a news headline, un titular, but I'll leave out some information. You have to answer A, B, or C. Okay? So if you're one of those people who are watching the show, there's a lot of you today, but you haven't interacted yet, this is your moment. Just A, B, or C. Here we go. A mugger demanded $100 from a woman at gunpoint and then asked her to blank. A mugger demanded $100 from a woman at gunpoint and then asked her to blank. Atracador, would you say? A mugger? Demanded, exigió. Oh, dude.
Wow, qué nivelazo.
Is this real life, Natch? Or am I hallucinating right now? At gunpoint, punta de pistola, right, Natch?
Oh. Nivelazo.
Ah! Look at me. Look at me. Here I am, growing into a real boy. So a mugger demanded $100 from a woman at gunpoint and then asked her to blank. But what did he ask her? Was it A, to add him as a friend on Facebook? A. Was it B, to rate the mugging from 1 to 10? Or was it C, to take his phone number in a romantic kind of way? What was it though, guys? A, B, or C? A mugger demanded $100 from a woman at gunpoint and then asked her to blank. Is it A, add him on Facebook, B, rate the mugging from 1 to 10, or C, take his phone number? This is a great one today. Any of those answers is funny. It doesn't matter. Which do you think, Natch?
B.
You think B, rate the mugging from 1 to 10. It seems to be a tie between B and C. Okay, let's get a little drum roll. Mugger demanded money, and he asked her to A, add him on Facebook. Oh! I did it, Natch. The perfect Friday outcome. I beat everyone. Yeah, it's true. It happened in Indianapolis. If you follow me on my Patreon, you'll be able to see that post and click on it and also read a little summary. I provide all the links that I use in the show there. Friends, so many things you could have been doing today. Instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me. Means the world. See you later.